You already own something you couldn't afford. You know it. Somewhere in the back of your head, you know exactly what it is. The thing that you split into four payments because the full price made you hesitate. The thing that felt like a smart move at the time. Maybe it's sitting in your room right now. Maybe you're wearing it. Maybe you've already forgotten what it even was, but the payments are still coming out. And that right there, that specific feeling of the payments outlasting the memory, is not bad luck. It's not a personal failure. It's the most precisely engineered psychological outcome in the history of consumer finance. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it was built. Let's go back to the moment it happened. You're at a checkout, online, phone in hand, probably late at night, because that's when we all do it. The total is on the screen, and it's just a little more than you wanted to spend. Not insane, not impossible, just enough to make you pause. Enough to make that small voice in your head start asking questions. And then you see it. A button. Clean, simple, friendly font, probably pink, maybe green, or some other color that psychologists got paid a lot of money to choose. Pay in full, no interest. Because $34.99 doesn't feel like $139. It feels like almost nothing. It feels like the problem solved itself. Like you found the version of the transaction where you win. So you click it and it feels great. Here's what just happened inside your head. There is something behavioral economists call purchase pain. It's the discomfort your brain creates right before you spend money. That half second of friction, that small internal voice asking, do I actually need this right now? Can I really afford this? That voice is not your enemy. That voice is the most valuable financial advisor you have. It's free. It was always available, and it has your best interests completely at heart. Buy now, pay later was built for one purpose: to silence it. The moment you see four payments instead of one, the purchase pain drops by more than half. Studies show it, the companies know it. They built the entire product around it. The no interest label tells your brain the alarm doesn't need to go off. The instant approval means that you never feel the weight of a credit check. The small number means your brain stops doing the math on the full amount and getting the thing today, immediately, right now, means your future self's problem feels like someone else's problem entirely. This wasn't discovered by accident. Klarna alone has spent hundreds of millions on product development. They have entire teams of behavioral scientists whose only job is to study the exact moment between wanting something and buying it and figure out how to make that moment shorter. They didn't build a payment tool. They built a machine that removes the thing your brain uses to protect you. And it is working at a scale that should genuinely alarm you. Right now, there are 380 million people using buy now, pay later worldwide. 43 million of them are in the US alone. The global market hit 560 billion in 2025. And the companies running it, Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, are showing up at every checkout, on every device, on every website for products ranging from $30 to $3,000, pushing a single message into the brains of hundreds of millions of people every single day. You can have it now, deal with it later. Here's the part nobody tells you. 4 in 10 buy now, pay later users missed at least one payment in the past year, up from 1 in 3 the year before. Every single year, the number gets worse. And I need you to understand what a missed payment actually means now, because it does not mean what it meant 3 years ago. Klarna started reporting US customer activity to TransUnion in 2024. Affirm has been reporting for years. Afterpay is expanding reporting right now. which means the thing that you clicked at checkout at midnight, the thing that felt like a shortcut, is now potentially sitting in your credit report. The credit report that decides whether you get the apartment, whether you get the car loan, whether you get the mortgage, whether the next 10 years of your financial life open up or close. Over a purchase you split into four because a button told you it was a smart way to pay. And here is where it stops being a story about one purchase because nobody uses it once. That's not how it works. That's not how it was designed to work. The first time feels like a tool, a convenience, something you used for something specific. But the button follows you to every site, every app, every moment of late night browsing when your resistance is low and the price is just a little more than what you wanted to spend. And one day, not dramatically, not in a moment you'll remember clearly, you stop thinking of it as borrowing. You think of it as how you pay for things. And that day, that quiet, unremarkable day, when it becomes normal, that's the day they won. Now, here's the part that should make you stop completely. Buy now, pay later was sold to you as a tool for big purchases like a couch, a laptop, something with a real price tag that genuinely made sense to breaking into four. That is not how it's used anymore. People are using Klarna and Afterpay for groceries, for gas, for the everyday things that used to just come out of a bank account without a second thought. When you're splitting a $55 grocery run into four payments, you're not using a convenience tool. You are borrowing money to eat. Research has shown that buy now, pay later usage leads to more spending, more overdraft fees, and greater reliance on high interest credit cards to fill the gap. It doesn't fix the shortfall, it delays it and quietly makes it wider every single month. Now, I want to tell you something about the company itself. Klarna's CEO once publicly mocked traditional banks for, and these are his words exactly, monetizing misery through revolving debt. He said that. The CEO of Klarna, while at the exact same time Klarna was expanding into long term loans that bear interest, moving beyond the four interest free payment installations into products running 6 to 36 months with interest attached. They started with no interest, frictionless, easy, get you in the door, build the habit, make it feel like just how you shop now. And then they moved into interest bearing products, longer terms, real debt, the kind that looks and functions exactly like what they told you they were the better alternative to. The hook was free. What follows is not. And Klarna's own numbers tells the story. Their net loss for the first 3 months of 2025 was 99 million, up from 47 million the year before. Consumer credit losses rose 17% in the same period. Losses doubling, credit losses rising, more people unable to pay them back than the year before, while the app keeps getting downloaded, while the number keeps appearing at checkout, while 43 million Americans keep clicking it and feeling smarter about it. Now, I want to connect this to something much older than Klarna, much older than credit cards, much older than banks as we know them. Because the mechanism underneath all this, underneath the clean interface, the friendly installments, the no interest promise, is something people identified, named, and warned against over 1,000 years ago. It is riba, the transfer of wealth from the person who has less to the institution that already has more, through interest, through late fees, through a system so elegantly designed that you step into it feeling like you just made a smart decision and only realize what happened when the payments are stacking up in ways that stop making sense. The packaging is new. The app is beautiful. The name sounds like a lifestyle brand. The checkout flow feels like a feature, not a loan. But the mechanism underneath, it is the same one that has been quietly extracting wealth from borrowers for centuries. Someone needs something now. A system offers to bridge the gap. The bridge costs more than it looked like when you first stepped onto it. That's not an innovation. That is a very old idea dressed in a very new interface. If something in this video just shifted for you, if you're opening your apps right now, counting your active plans, that is exactly why this channel exists. Subscribe. Every video here is built to show you what these systems actually are underneath. Like the video. It tells me that this is reaching people who need it. And drop a comment below. Tell me how many active buy now, pay later plans you're carrying right now across all your apps. Add them all up before you answer. I think that number is really going to surprise you. Previously, we broke down exactly how the minimum payment on your credit card is mathematically designed to keep you in debt for 14 years. And we showed you where the paycheck actually disappears every month and why it has nothing to do with how hard you work. Both sitting right there. Watch them back to back, and you will never look at your money the same way again. So, here is what you do right now. Open every buy now, pay later app you have, whether it's Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, PayPal, Pay Later, all of them. List every single active payment plan running across every one of them. Then add up the total outstanding balance, not the next installment, not this week's payment, the total. Everything you still owe across every plan combined. That number, the real number, is your buy now, pay later debt. Now, look at whether any plans have late fees building. Look at whether any are being reported to credit bureaus, because both of those things right now are real possibilities that didn't exist 2 years ago. And make one rule for yourself going forward. Before you split anything into installments, ask yourself one question. If I had to pay the full price right now, would I still buy this? If the answer is no, the installment plan is not making it affordable. It is making you feel like it is. There is a difference. One solves the problem. The other just delays the moment you have to feel it. The button at the checkout is not your friend. It was built for merchants who know you spend more when the number looks smaller, designed by psychologists who understand exactly how your brain stops calculating when the pain of paying disappears, and expanded by companies whose own losses are rising because more and more people are discovering that four payments is still four payments. And sometimes four payments is four payments too many. It's a very good product for everyone except the person clicking it.